Hi, Mustangs. It's Mr. Warmouth. This is for Period 5, Honor 6. Today is Monday, October 5th, and I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of what you're going to do today. The reminders are here. Are you finished with your Greek and Latin Roots digital share? I think I've seen a few, and that's great. It's due on Wednesday, but thank you for working on them early. That's awesome. If you're finished now or you finished today, you're welcome to submit. And there's a couple of different ways to do that. There's a click here. You can go to assignments. Either way, I need that by Wednesday. Let's see, you should be through chapter 2, which is page 39 for tomorrow in the city of Ember. There it is. So if you need to find that reading guide, you can click here. It's a quick link to it. Also, there should be a link to the book if you need the online version of the book. Should we look and check? Let's look and check. So click here. There it is. Yep, and there it is. So I added this little picture of the book. You can click on it whenever you like, and that'll take you to the PDF, the online version of the book if you need it. So we'll probably do a reading check sometime this week. I bet it'll be Friday. That way we have 5 or 6 different chapters that we can kind of look through. So just keep up with your reading. Excuse me. I know it's a pretty quick read for some of you that love to read. You're welcome to read ahead. You're welcome to read more. It's fine. What I decided after Friday's class was we should have just read maybe 4 through 16 and 1 through 3 all together, and then I should have made you read the 17 through 39 over the weekend, but it doesn't matter. Enjoy chapter 2 tonight when you read it. All right, so I'm going to go back to the modules page. Just a couple quick things. Starting out about the story. Always know your book's author. So if you don't know that it's Jean Duproux or Duproux, please make sure you check your book and just kind of keep that in your mind. You should always know who writes your stories that you're reading. Who looks like the main character at this early point in the book? I bet that's an easy question right now. You're kind of following her perspective, okay? Dune is going to be important as well. They're probably co-main characters as we get rolling in the story, but Lena sticks out as the main character right now. What kind of narration does this story employ? That means when you read the story, who's telling the story? So is it first person or is it a kind of third person narration? So second person is on my little chart here of the guy that kind of looks like me with glasses. But that's pretty rare. You don't often see a second person point of view. That's always the you. It's like telling you what to do. So our choices are really, for most stories, first person or some kind of third person. First person is there's an I telling the story. So the question becomes, is Lena telling the story? I don't think so. So that means it's some kind of third person. Third person limited means it's a story about he or she, but the narrator is outside the story, kind of like Harry Potter. We don't know who the narrator is, but the narrator follows Harry around. Third person omniscient, the story is about he or she. The narrator has full access to the thoughts of all characters. So this is when the narrator knows everything. So it's like a godlike narrator. Limited means you can only follow one character or maybe only one character at a time, maybe chapter by chapter, but third person omniscient, the narrator knows everything. They're unnamed and they know just about everything that's going on in the story. So think about those two different perspectives and we'll try to figure out which of these two City of Amber follows. This week, we're going to read a story called Mammoth Shakes and Monster Waves by Brenda Z. Guberson. This is actually an old story that I used to read with another textbook, and it kind of fits well with the direction I want to go. With the theme of In the Dark and City of Ember, it kind of leads me to want to talk about like preparing for disasters, which we're kind of living through one right now. We're doing okay, but I think 6-7 months ago when this pandemic started, people were a little too panicked. I think maybe we can do it now because it's kind of, I don't know, we're kind of used to it. This wouldn't have been a good topic in March, but I think it might be a decent topic now. So we're going to read Mammoth Shakes and Monster Waves. It's about tsunamis. And then it's a long one. I will warn you there. You can click here for a PDF. It should download. Tell me if it doesn't work for you, but you should see something like this download to your computer. It's about 12 pages long. It's just a long info text. We're going to read up to page 146 today, or we're going to try to. The goal is to do this in a couple of days, but it might might be better over 3 days. So we're going to read up to page 146, rebuilding. Okay. Once we get to this part, this is a good place to stop, and then we'll shut it down till tomorrow or Wednesday. But more on that as the week unfolds. The last thing is work on your digital share and turn those in whenever you can. These are due on Wednesday. Make sure you're looking at list 1C. That's super important. If you have questions, as always, you can email me. And I do thank you to everyone who's been shooting me questions and emails and staying engaged in class. I really do appreciate it. We have 2 weeks left, 2 short weeks until the end of the quarter. That's when grades are due. So check your grades and make sure everything is as it should be, because I don't want zeros to be permanent for your first quarter grades. So thank you very much, and I'll see you later.